Right. Welcome back to AnimeDad. Mal is not here right now.
He might be in soon. I don't know.
Still in father-in-law duties. Um, Today we're gonna talk about Dallas' favorite anime and Evangelion.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna give you back in the day, whenever you do something crazy in class, remember the teacher said, I'm just gonna give you a rope to hang your own self with, right? So Dallas, I'm gonna go ahead and let you start pulling the rope and slacking the rope as much as you want.
No, I just wanted to because they kept saying, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Not that I don't understand it. I just didn't think it was good.
No. I'm gonna tell you right now. Maybe I'm just old. The only thing I see was child abuse and neglect. And
Okay.
shit that needed some attention from a dude that is really questionable, who might have attempted to be slept with a little girl and a little boy who was really born with no sex at all. Then this dude who had a fetish with a girl so much he kept rebuilding her, and she was just floating around in the tube naked. He thought that was okay when he was like 50. I got a lot. Man, listen, man, this movie got problems, man. Okay, first of all, before I say anything, explain it to me, because if it makes sense to me, then I may go, oh, that's what that meant. You know, you have the aha moments. I mean, give me an aha moment, because right now I'm like,
Okay. Evangelion is all about connections and how we relate to one another. It's how that's basically how it's like you see those robot fights and they always say the AT fields, the AT fields, the AT fields.
Mhm.
And they're like these things that like separate each other. It's a thing that every human in the universe are called Lilin have. And it is what separates me from you and what separates you from me. It's what separates us from the whole in the world. Um and so it's all about how our past and our grief separate us from one another, and how that is both bad, but also it can be helpful. So, and everybody at one point or another in the story is trying to either connect or get away from each other in some way. Shinji, the main character, he wants to hide away in his world. That's why he has like the tape recorder. It's so he can like put it he's hide away from the world, and the entire world just wants to connect with him, but he doesn't know like that. Gendo's whole thing is that he wants to be. They don't like they tease it a little bit in the series, and they explain it more, especially in the last movie. Gendo is who is Shinji's dad is a lot like Shinji. He doesn't like to connect with people. And the thing that made him originally want to connect with people was Yui, who is Shinji's mom.
Mhm.
And then she disappeared in the AV Unit 1, and then he held himself off. Closed himself off. So
everybody but the other two chicks that he was sleeping with, the mom and the daughter.
Because she slept with Ritsuko and her mom because they were smart, and he was to get what he wanted, and then he threw them away. But his entire goal, he wanted they were super smart, and they were really they were the only people capable of like fulfilling the project he wanted, which is the Human Instrumentality Project, which is Third Impact, which is what happens at the end of Evangelion, where everyone's AT fields come apart and they all become one collective mass, which is what Shinji wants. He wants a world with he wanted a world with no conflict. He wanted a world where we don't hurt each other, so we're all one being, so we don't have connections or anything. And then at the end of Evangelion, he gets all of those moments where he's like wondering about it and like, is this the right way? And then at the end of Evangelion, it's him wanting a world where people are separate again, because even though it might hurt, it is a way that like it can also be beneficial, and that's like the you might have like been asking what was up with that one scene at the end with the beach scene where like everybody's like orange goo, which is like them like as all one collective unit, and he's on the beach with Asuka, and he just starts choking Asuka because he wants to connect with somebody and he doesn't know how. That's why he does the thing at the beginning of the movie where he doesn't. You didn't see? Did you not see that you did not see that scene? It's like an important scene in the movie.
No, it's not.
He just
Asuka,
the girl with the red hair.
the little girl.
Yeah.
This is a grown man.
No. I'm talking about Shinji, the kid.
The little boy.
Yeah.
Bro, he don't. Bro, you lying.
He desperately wants.
Hold up, bro. Wait, time out. Yeah, what you got me watching, man? Everybody. Absolutely. Ridicule for watching.
He has it on the other screen while he's doing work. So that's why sometimes he doesn't look at it. He didn't see his hand with the on it in that movie.
Bro, you lying, bro. What movie was this?
This was End of Evangelion. This was the first movie that was.
I seen it, and I'm like, bro, listen. Okay, let me I'm gonna interject. Now that you explain some more. Calvin, you must be explaining more than me because I'm gonna tell you right now. I watched 26 episodes of absolute nothing. When I say 26 episodes, and the first time I was like, oh, this might be popping, was episode 16. I was like, oh, okay, they get some action in, right?
I mean, it's action every episode. It's just what made me kind of threw me off is that every episode, it's like the angel was evolving, and they were surprised. I'm just like, oh, no wires.
I mean, it starts off like a lot of the stuff that happened later was not intended. Like at the very beginning, it was just like a love letter to like Mobile Suit Gundam, where it's like kaiju films, where it's like a monster of the week thing. And then slowly, as the series goes on, the tone gets darker, the vibes get worse. Like all of.
How come the thing was hanging there like Jesus, bro?
Well, he said on record that he just put religious symbolism in the show because it thought it looked cool. That's basically the only reason.
Bruh.
There's no really like deeper meaning behind that.
Do you know like how much? Okay, the angels, Eve angels, right? Which is in some formats of theological learning. Adam had two wives, one was Eve.
Yeah, there's a lot of like religious. There's a lot of religious like a parallel, like the Key of Nebuchadnezzar, the Dead Sea Scrolls. You didn't get to it in 3.0 plus 1.0, but like the Golgotha object.
But it's just it was too many.
Yeah, the spear of Longinus, which is the spear that pierced Jesus when he was on the cross.
Yeah, but it's like it was too many. There was too much explanation for me. Like if you have this, bro, if it take 25 episodes to explain one thing, like okay, that show cannot be better than One Punch Man season 3.
It's like my favorite series of all time.
Okay, so what we gonna do with you?
I still think One Punch Man season 3. But
you need to watch the later rebuilds because they are beautiful.
I thought they were ass too.
You're just saying that because the first.
I personally felt like if you're 26 episodes, if you could have just made those 4 movies.
Well, you see,
because you have shit in the movies that I'm just like
the movies.
It literally has little fillers in there, but it's still the same.
It's not the same in a sense. It is. It happened. All of the rebuilds happen after the original series, and they like teased that a little bit in 1.0 at the post credit scene where Nagisa, who is the guy with the silver hair, who's like the last angel at the end of the original series.
Who wrote this?
Hideaki Anno.
Is he certified genius?
I think so.
Okay, let me tell you why. Because it's messy like a genius did it. It's real messy. Like somebody who got so much stuff in their head they really can't get it out, but they're trying to get it out.
That's why I think you probably noticed the last 2 episodes of the original series are just a bunch of sketches. That's because they ran out of money.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
I'm quit too much. Man, after 1.1, I looked at my wife. And I was like, if I press Evangelion again,
The thing, 1.11 is the low point of the series because there is
1.1 and 2.22 were just I didn't like them.
what about
They were just
episodes?
they were just
26.
it was just reruns of 26 episodes.
There are very
That's when I felt like it really jumped off.
What jumped off?
It did because it kind of takes over after the last episode of. But it just
but after the last episode, everything was over.
No, because at the end of Evangelion, it kind of picks up.
Yeah, the end of Evangelion when they're on the beach, that is the creation of the rebuilt world where everybody becomes whole again. So it's like it's a bittersweet kind of happy ending, but it feels a little strange. And then Anno did the rebuilds, one because Evangelion is really popular. Everywhere.
No, the fuck it ain't.
This is a bunch of kids who ain't got nothing to do, who just say, well, I
don't know, because I personally just...
Damn, when it went to real life! Why did it go to real life?
I actually like
those
scenes.
Okay,
those scenes
are cool.
I thought those scenes are cool, but
because
I just feel like everything else just... I don't know, because you have Shinji, who, in my opinion, is just... Everybody keeps complaining about him running away. As soon as he comes back to do what he wants, as soon as he comes back to do what he's supposed to do, you're still riding his ass for running away. Or just like when Misato told him to go save Ray, just to turn around in the movie, and now you put a DSS choke on him.
He didn't get
telling him, we don't want you piloting an Ava. And then he don't know what the fuck's going on after 14 years. No one's telling me what happened. No one's telling me what's going on. All I know is that I shouldn't be piloting an Ava unit. And then at the end of the movie, it's, you're not only are you the savior, but you're a destroyer. Okay, but I was told to do this, and now I'm catching heat for it. Then Misato finally speaks up and says, I told Shinji to do it. Now this whole time you're riding my ass, making it seem like it's my fault, but yet you told me to do something. Carry this.
Yeah, that's the chick that gave him a kiss.
She is a flawed character in terms of like.
Okay, what happened to the girl lady who kissed him when he was?
That's Misato.
Yeah, that's Misato.
And that's what she said.
She does put on a hardened exterior at the start of 3.0 because
when she was about the pedophile dude. When she gave him a kiss, it was like, I'll show you the rest when it's over with.
Well, she was never going to do that. She was never going to do that. She does not know how to communicate effectively with Shinji because Shinji does not know how to effectively communicate.
Yeah, but everybody keeps dogging Shinji. Why would I want to communicate with anybody?
That's what I love about the later half of.
And then you have Ray, who's a fucking tool, a test tube baby. Who gets her ass whooped every episode. Oscar wants attention.
Who's crazy?
Mr. Kaji. Mr. Kaji don't like you, don't give a shit about you. He just wanted to get his rocks off with Misato. He don't give a shit about nobody else.
That's what I love about
But granted, Mr. Kaji cared about everybody to where he wanted to know more. And if it wasn't for him, in reality, in the last movie, they would never have got this shit. They wouldn't have known about half the shit they were fighting against, which I will give Mr. Kaji credit. Then you find out that they have a son.
Yeah, they do have a son. But that's
Mr. Kaji and Misato, they have a son. Yeah. In the last movie, what was his name? Ryoji Kaji?
Well, he's named after his father.
Yeah, he's
trying to keep each other.
That's the thing I love about 3.0 and 3.0 plus 1.01 is that they are an inversion on everything beforehand, where instead of it being the world trying to connect with Shinji and Shinji shutting them out, it is Shinji trying to connect with the world and they're trying to shut him out.
Who has time for that?
What do you mean?
That mental game. It's almost like talking to... Listen, if I'm on mind games, I go back to high school, bro. It's like, I was like, dumb. Let me tell you something, man. It took me probably like... Okay, but I'll tell you what made me mad. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't getting it. It was when I was getting it, they lost me again. Then I started getting it, and you'll lose me again. And then I started getting them, like, I finally get
I just felt like the whole series was just...
This is for somebody who is...
complaining, I don't ever want to pilot a heavy unit again. Just to turn around and pilot it again because everybody else is getting their ass beat. And then turn around and get the repercussions for piloting it because it just made no sense. And then I get Ray was trying to do her part because she didn't want Shinji to pilot it.
It's because they're scared of what Shinji can do.
And then Ray pissed me off.
He almost ended the world.
He almost ended the world.
Twice.
For what?
By piloting Ava. Like, accidentally, he almost ended the world.
But that's the thing, though. How is Shinji supposed to know this? And then once everything's done and over with, you guys are giving him shit.
I will say that he's a big criticism.
I really thought that's what really pissed me off. And then Ray pissed me off in the beginning when he was asking her, like, what's it like with my dad? And then she tells him how she really feels, and she's like, you don't feel... He's like, hell no, I hate the guy. Yeah. You slapped me. Bitch, who are you to hit me because I dislike my... See, I was saying, y'all would have pushed your ass out.
I will say that is a big thing I have with 3.0, where they don't really explain to Shinji that well what happened, and he has to rely on Kaoru. But it does lead to some of my favorite scenes with Kaoru and the piano, where they learn...
Yeah, and I get that part. Because it took Kaoru to actually tell him why
everybody hates him. Yeah.
But it's kind of like 14 years I've been pretty much in a deep sleep. No one's telling me what's happening when I wake up. I'm thinking, okay, I saved Ray, but in reality, I
will say, like, Misato, like, is meaning, like, this is what you told me to do. You said to do...
That's what pissed me off the most about that.
But they do try to pave over that in 2.0 plus 1.0, where Ritsuko's like you're fucking ecstatic that he's here. You really wanted to see him again. And but you're just trying to put on a smart facade because you're the commander now.
But when they went to the village, everybody was happy to see him. But but granted, everybody was damn near grown.
Because they're not soldiers.
Yeah, but at the same time, too, like just like you said, if I'm sitting here, if I wake up after 14 years of being in this deep sleep, and you put a choke on me, I'm telling you, all right, what do you want me to do? I want you to do nothing. I don't ever want you to pilot an Ava. Everybody's looking at me crazy. Then you got the one girl who's blaming me for the death of her parents. Tell me something. Well, why would you bring that jinx on board? He's the reason my parents are dead. Okay, but Shinji didn't know.
Speaking of that, and I'm not going to make you guys watch it because I don't think you can find it online. But there is that character girl who said, "Oh, you killed my family." She does have like a small short film about it that's included on the Blu-ray for 3.0 plus 1.0. I watched it this morning for the first time, and it's pretty good. It has some cool fight scenes.
You don't go sit here and blame me for some shit after.
She tries to shoot at.
They both did. And
Toto's
sister?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
That is one of her.
At the end of the fucking movie, Masato was like, all right, in reality, she knows I don't want you to pilot it because we know what's going to happen.
And also, what else
we need you, but we also need you to pilot.
Yeah.
And then the girl pops up out of nowhere. Oh, we can shoot on sight. We can neutralize.
To be fair, if things had changed, they saw Gendo and he got shot in the back of the head and he like picked up the brain and put it back into his head. Things have changed.
What? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck he did.
He used the key of Nebuchadnezzar, which they teased earlier in the earlier movies. It's like a thing Kaji gives to him in 2.0, and then he leaves. But I will like going back
regardless of how that shit look. The last movie made me hate everybody because of how they treated Shinji, knowing that Shinji was giving an order. Shinji did not know what the outcome was, nor did he know what the outcome was going to happen. And then, as soon as he wakes up, everybody hates him.
To give some background lore, after 3.0, people did not like it. And it led to Anno going into a deep depression that there is a 9-year gap between 3.0 and 3.0 plus 1.0. And in that time, he had a deep depression, and then I forgot who owns Godzilla.
He had a deep depression between that time, or was he depressed the whole time?
He's been consistently depressed.
What was the deep depression for?
It was like, 3.0's development didn't go, like a lot of it, like the 3.0 they planned after 2.0 wasn't the 3.0 we got. Things changed. Like there's like in the post-credit scene of 2.0 where they're always like doing like on the next time. There are things that are clearly just not in 3.0 at all. Like all the Kaji stuff of him sacrificing himself is not in it. Man, there is a.
It doesn't even show how he died.
Who?
Kaji dies.
It says
Kaji is
the guy
because in the series, because he
dies at the end of 2.0.
Because in the series, it seems like he got shot. But in the movie, it's like he sacrificed himself.
In the original series, he saves Fuyutsuki, who is like the professor that's always with Gendo, from Zile imprisonment, and Zile sends an assassin to kill him.
Who are the old white dudes that's trying to run everything?
There's the Zile. They're the people who want human instrumentality, which is when everybody becomes one.
Like, are they supposed to be like representing the 12 tribes of Israel? Or?
No, they're just like people who have been alive for thousands of years, and
but they're not against having. They weren't against the third impact.
They wanted the impact, but the third impact. But also Gendo wants a different version of third impact, and Shinji gets a version of third impact that is different than what either of the other two want. Like, Sela just wants everyone to become one. Gendo wants to see his wife again.
Which also, I thought selfish as fuck. You're willing to literally destroy mankind just
you gotta shoot yourself if you.
But here's the crazy part.
Well, she's not dead.
She's not dead.
Well, jump into the Ava. Well, jump into wherever she wants. Jump into
the thing the 3.0 is that she is inside Shinji.
Inside him?
Yeah. And it, like metaphorically and physically, like she is, but also Gendo's love for Yui should also be Gendo's love for Shinji, and that by pushing Shinji away, he's also pushing Yui away.
So, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
My go.
Who?
Mine. Number one. The man was depressed when he first started writing the thing. Episode 1. He's been depressed since the day he was born. Something is seriously wrong.
Okay.
So listen, when I started watching the thing and colors start flashing in front of the TV and I thought I was going to have an epileptic seizure, listen. I called this man, what in the world am I watching? I understand. What I said, I understand zero.
Yeah, so the development.
What if the don't get it?
Misato was just as bad.
No,
she was an alcoholic around.
Yeah, I feel like Misato's problem is that she really, 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 really hates her dad.
I feel like she has, but it's understandable because why she hates her dad. Same reason for what's the other girl? The one whose mother also
Asuka.
See, these got to be rich kids.
Well, because it's like she took over after her mother died, but did her mother get?
Asuka's mother went through the same program that Yui did, but it didn't fail the same way. But she developed like severe schizophrenia, and she hung herself. And Asuka's mom Asuka's dad, while she was in the hospital, started dating Asuka's mom's doctor, and they had an affair. And so that really pushed Asuka's mom over the edge to kill herself.
Oh, that's what that was? Because I thought someone killed her.
No, she killed herself.
Who?
Asuka's mom.
See, look, let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Because times is off. Knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you ain't got no time to complain. Who cares?
What? I mean, you got a situation. It was pretty serious. I mean,
severe mental issues where she starts thinking Asuka is this doll she has. And when she kills herself, she also thinks the doll.
That's called she was.
Asuka, are we talking about?
She was sneaking. She was sneaking.
We talking about the other lady.
I'm talking about the girl in the red plug suit.
But they did.
I'm talking about the one who took over her mom's research.
Oh, you're talking about Ritsuko's mom. She choked out the first Rei clone, who's like a little kid, because she kept calling Ritsuko's mom a whore. And she's like, that's what Gendo calls you. He doesn't really care about you. He just wants you for research. So she chokes out and kills the first Rei clone, and then she's like, oh no, what did I do? And so she jumps off of the.
I didn't. I was trying to because I felt like I missed that part, but I saw.
They don't show her that she just like says no, and then you hear
because all you see is a thud.
So she really killed herself over a dude.
She killed herself
over Ray. I don't think she even knew Ray was multiple.
But before Ray was before she choked the girl out. Follow me. She was rocking the baby doll, Raggedy Ann doll, right?
Oh, we were talking about two.
That's two different people.
Okay, so the person that was rocking the Raggedy Ann doll.
That's Oscar.
That's Oscar's mom.
Crackhead.
I mean, she has some mental health issues.
That comes from crack. That comes from crack. She was a crackhead. I'm telling you right now. I don't know nothing that can make you do that. If I came in the house, I'm married 30 years. I came in the house and my wife hugging the dog, thinking it's one of my kids. She heading to Shady Acres. Do you know where that's at? You know what Shady Acres is?
He was too busy having sex with her doctor.
I'm not busy doing that. She's going to Shady Acres. You know what Shady Acres is?
Yeah.
Where that's at? In Miami. That's where Ace Ventura got the kicker from the Miami.
I mean, in that type of world,
you going to Shady Acres?
How?
But I didn't drive you there.
I don't think anybody would have been on.
This is why she going to die with me?
I said the second impact. I don't think anybody would have been in the right mind.
You're not even going. I'm not going with you. You got to go because you
want the vibe
to die with you. So that means you don't care about me living either. You got to go.
I just feel like after this second,
I'm moving you out.
But you got to realize everybody that's in nerve suffered from that second impact.
Yeah.
Like, so it's understandable why everybody is the way they are. I mean, the world almost ended.
Yeah.
Oh no, it may end soon here, but listen. Right. Let me tell you something. If a comet hit this earth to mirror it, all right? Let me tell you one person who ain't gonna kill himself. Right?
I just take that shit, bro. Like,
if everybody,
well, I mean,
everybody will disappear.
You didn't realize the second impact. I mean, that shit was just.
There's never been a combat chance like
the second impact. And he just
appearing in the Antarctic.
Okay,
a giant.
Okay, check it out. Godzilla walked across Florida and eat everybody but me. Yeah. Guess who ain't gonna kill that?
Godzilla had a purpose. The reason why he did.
Godzilla.
I'm not doing it.
Godzilla didn't just come to kill nobody. He was for specific.
But all I do is for Angel. You can't make things right there about.
You didn't give a fuck. Man. Angel was just here to kill. Angel had zero base.
Godzilla, and going back to our tangent about 3.0, like in his depression, he was depressed and he didn't know what to do after 3.0. And then I forgot who owns Godzilla. They came to him and said, "Hey, do you want to make a Godzilla movie for us?" And he said, "Sure." So he made Shin Godzilla, and that movie is really good. We should watch Shin Godzilla.
The hell is Shin Godzilla?
It is.
And where is this?
Listen.
I think it's on.
If Shin Godzilla is 1% like Evangelion,
it's not. But it is.
I'm gonna sell my phone, and I never open it.
It is not. But you would also hate it because it is mostly politics and people in rooms talking. No, I care. Mm-mm. Man, listen. Let me go ahead and tell y'all what I like. So next time y'all tell me to watch an anime, y'all know what's going on. All right. I want to see somebody get punched, blew up, turned into dust, punched again, slapped, talk a little bit, punch, fight. That's why you should watch 3.0 because that fight scene at the end is great. But the thing is,
the fight.
But the thing
I was say though, Shinji stopped acting like a bitch at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he realized he had a lot.
But the angels ain't even cool to me.
Who?
The angel. So
every cool. You gotta be cool. I mean, I didn't want the granted. I feel
it's like a crackhead.
I was watching episode of the Power Rangers every episode where
that's what it was.
But it's me like but at the same time too, every episode the angels were evolving to where they're like, oh shit, now they're starting to come to the base.
Yeah, but they're not
because their goal is just to turn them back.
If I was fighting an angel,
yeah,
I would land 10 feet from where their cars stretch out and smack the crap out of them and then run back 10 feet like, come get me.
Yo, that's the thing though. They want
isn't they're like
they never heard of like lithium ion batteries or something like you can't put a. Well,
they do have a battery backup, but it only lasts for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of the question.
But they also will not. They aren't going to follow you if you aggravate them. They only have one goal, and that's getting to Lilith, who's in that red pool at the bottom of the earth.
I mean, when you think about it, why do you think that the reason they have the city the way it is, why there's so many defenses? Because they're not going to kill anybody specifically. They're not on a rampage.
Their entire goal is
they're trying to get Lilith, which is why they have the AV unit stationed the way they do.
Yeah.
Granted, I just felt like the only AV unit that actually did anything was Unit 1. Unit 0 was just ass, and then Unit, what was it, 3?
It's 2.
Unit 3.
Yeah. Unit 3 blows up in you.
I get it, because Asuka, she does have skills when it comes to fighting, but I feel like her ego is terrible, because it's just, everybody look at me. I'm the best thing. I'm the best thing.
She just wants acceptance, because the last thing she remembers of her mom is her being replaced by a doll, and then her mom hanging the doll, and then herself.
Yeah, but it didn't make. But it still didn't make.
That's a crash.
Yeah, but at the same time too, the ego it didn't do anything for her.
Why did you
doing all this and you're still getting your ass beat?
Why did you? Okay, but why?
Now, mind you,
why did her mom do that? Did they explain that?
What?
Why did her mom do that? Did they give an explanation for that?
Yeah, she's insane.
She's insane.
She did the same core plug-in thing that Yui did that made her disappear, but it didn't make her disappear. She just became insane because she got dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, so she ain't cracked out. She actually went through a mental.
Yeah, it's a mental thing, because it was a thing with Unit 2, prepping Unit 2.
Did not understand that. I just seen the chick holding the dog, calling to her daughter, and I'm like, yo, this chick cracked out, and they don't know her.
Now
this is before they knew. This is where the crack area was, and they didn't know that she was smoked out. She was pottyhead or something. So that's what I thought. But guess what? We're gonna wait right here. Everybody look at the camera. Mally is inserting his input right now. Okay, thank you, Mally. But back to what I was saying. Mally's gonna put his little clip in it right there. Yeah. But I don't.
He's gonna say Dallas is right.
I can't wait to see what he says. I can't wait to see what I just think it's gonna be a blank face looking at the screen, and he's gonna.
But you guys were mentioning that real life segment in Evangelion, and that's I really love that segment, because it showed.
That was the only thing that seemed.
There's that one.
It was the only happy thing about it.
There's that one shot with the cosplayers of them in this alley, and then do you notice that sweeping shot of the theater, right?
Yes.
Remember when you were asking which movies to watch, and you're like, what is this Death and Rebirth movie? And I just said that's a compilation film that came out before anything on. That is fans of the series watching that movie at a secret screen, and you just cutting across all these fans that came there to watch Death and Rebirth, which is the compilation film.
So let me ask you this question.
And then, and while they're sweeping across, one of the Evangelion fans just does this to the camera, and it's very funny. It's always pointed out whenever I watch it with people.
There's the fact that there's actually a musical.
Yeah, and then it does. It is also
there's a legit.
You know what that shows? There's a lot of people that are jacked up,
and
because I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was watching this, the only thing I thought. Two things. I met two people who can write something like this. They're so smart. I'm gonna tell you what saved you. Because at first I was like, man, the
podcast is over.
No, let me tell you what saved you. I was talking to a friend at work named Nick. What's up, Nick? Nick was like, well, from what I'm reading, that movie is really high on having multiple explanations and having to be explained. It's not something that you're gonna look at it.
I came to this podcast after this talking having to explain. I knew before I even pitched it, I knew if we watch Evangelion, I'm gonna have to just explain everything to them.
Yeah.
And I know, and I went into and this was after the Chainsaw Man movie where I took you guys to it, and you guys didn't like it that much. And I said, I think I can recommend something that they will hate even more.
It's not even that I hated it. It was just the fact that.
Well, he understood it, so congratulations.
Granted, I've watched the first 6 or 7 when it first came out, but you got to remember, I was 97, 98.
Did you understand the end of 3.0 plus 1.0? Like any of that?
I don't know. I know the ending scene where it actually shows people was actually refreshing.
It is.
But then you have like that one scene where like everybody's at the train station, which I didn't kind of understand, but
I'll explain it.
I just feel like personally, like me, if I would have watched it back then, maybe I probably would have given a shit.
The ending is Shinji sending everyone away, and he's in like the imaginary world, which is past the Chamber of Guff, which is the giant red thing that opens up after every impact. And he is
Guff.
What? It's like that. It looks like a black hole.
Yeah,
this is where the
this is like if you watched what was it? Was the end of Evangelion?
Yeah,
where it shows him and Ray?
Yeah,
going up in that
yeah.
Right.
In that area is
when she's really big.
Yeah,
and she's like
in this.
that shit was
that was kind of bro.
Anti world, which is basically our world. It is our reality, and then the fight scenes that take place in there. You might have noticed it where Shinji is fighting Gendo, and everything looks kind of fake, right? It looks like super.
That's the one where it shows like.
They're fighting
like when he was in the classroom.
And they're fighting in all.
I almost said it like that.
Yeah, it looks like the way they're like mocap. It looks like super fake. Like buildings don't react like they react like a Godzilla movie. That's because like that's all taking place in our world, and they're like fighting inside Misato's kitchen, and then he gets hit outside the door, and it's just a soundstage. Because that's our world. That is where they are filming a lot of the mocap sections for the movie.
So the rest of the stage.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because now I feel like I'm doing an interview, not participating in the podcast, because y'all grab so much more than me. I feel like the slow person. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I feel like, listen, man, maybe there's something wrong with me. I'm like a kid now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, it's a lot to digest because
did you get all of this in one take?
I watched all of these.
I mean,
watched the series and all of these movies.
Minimum. I kind of got
4 times.
Come on, Dallas.
I watched 3.0 plus. First off, 3.0 plus 1.0 is my favorite movie of all time. I watched it last night, and then this morning I watched it all again on Blu-ray.
Nope.
Speaking of which,
you get one run out of me.
Yeah. Speaking of which, PS5, you need to change how you work discs. My disc got stuck on my PS5 because that's like the only 4K Blu-ray player I own.
Because the PS5 knew it was ass.
It got stuck, and then multiple times I rearranged it to where it would come out.
It's like, we ain't giving him this back. Let's keep this.
I did rewatch it again, and I will admit, every time I watch 3.0 plus 1.0,
you learn something new.
That too. And then from the moment where Gendo realizes his mistake and he hugs Shinji, everything past that, I break down.
All you had to do was get that little bitch up in the very beginning.
From that moment where Gendo tells his story about how Yui changed him, and then Yui dying or Yui going away made him more like, because Gendo and Shinji are basically the same.
They're damn near the same.
Yeah.
I mean, because on the train he started and told him like, just like you.
Yeah.
I used to put my headphones.
But every time I watch 3.0 plus 1.0,
didn't he get that tape? That was that?
Yeah, he got it because his dad used it to hide out in the world. And he like has this moment where he's like, I play piano because pianos are not finicky. If something is wrong, it means I can fix it immediately. It doesn't. There's no like ambiguity there. It's unlike like talking with people. But like every single time from that moment where Gendo and Shinji are on the train and he hugs him, from that moment on, I always break down. I always become a mess. Yeah. That shit always makes me cry.
Because I'm serious.
I was like a bitch last night. I watched it again. I still cried.
All he had to do was give Genji. All Gendo had to do was give Shinji that same fucking love in the very beginning. And I feel like Shinji would have.
It's because he's like
I felt like his development would have been way different.
Yeah, it's because Gendo is scared of how people react to him. He's scared.
He is more scared.
He is more.
Who's Ayanami?
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
He is more scared of Shinji than he is anybody. He's more scared. His dad is more scared of Shinji.
But yeah, you want me to kill a pilot this fucking
he does not want to be hurt. That's the whole point of the series, is that people do not want to be hurt.
But they get hurt.
Yeah, but they don't get they get hurt.
I don't mean to spin physically. But emotionally, everybody gets hurt in there except for probably Ray.
Choices that
I don't know what the fuck's going on because she's a tool.
People make choices that they think will hurt them less, but will actually hurt them more.
I got it.
What do you mean?
I'm Ray.
Look at what's going on. Look at Shinji is the prime example. Shinji, man, granted, Shinji wanted everybody's approval. You can tell he wanted everybody's approval.
Okay,
because he got tired of running away. But as soon as Shinji did what he needed to do, they shitted on him. Every time.
But you know,
even Asuka was just like, "Oh, idiot Shinji, we need your help."
She's been.
And then when you do help, you still talk shit to me. I'm telling you, I would have called CPS on every adult and fucking nerve, just due to the fact that you got kids piloting Avas. What's wrong with the adults?
Yeah, why you?
They told you piloted the Ava that literally went berserk. Shinji went ape shit when they found out they pulled him out of the Ava. Now you have another kid. Okay. Now you have Shinji who's back in his fucking feelings because one of his classmates got hurt trying to pilot an Ava. And I'm just like,
became his friend.
But I understand that because it's kind of like, I don't want to see it. I'd rather it just be me piloting Ava instead of somebody else. Now, I want to know what the fuck made Toji qualify, but then you find out everybody in Shinji's class is qualified.
That entire school is for
just Ava schools.
Yeah, creating Ava.
So let me ask you this question.
But they're all, if you look at everybody's personality, I feel like, granted, I do feel like Toji could pilot Ava, but I don't think he had enough time to do it. Same thing, but
that's why
it's no different though. But if you look at the end of the movie, Shinji had infinite fucking synchronization with the Ava. No one can pilot Unit 1. Even the dummy system was getting rejected by Unit 1. Mm-hmm. So it made you realize that, okay, Shinji's that dude, but if Shinji had more confidence in himself and literally stopped trying to run away from everything, I feel like Shinji would have been a great pilot.
Okay.
But you have kids who are emotional, trying to save the world, which is a huge fucking burden. And then, like I said, you're dealing with, you see, like in the first episode, I'm not piloting this. Dad, why do you want me here? I was useless to you before. Fine, we don't need you. We'll bring in Ray. Then you see Ray's bandaged up. Unit 1 don't want Ray. So now it's, okay, I'll pilot it. But I also feel like they brought Ray in as a reason for Shinji to be like, you know what?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Okay, so let me ask you this. As complex as this whole series is, which is very complex, and I do have a different appreciation for it when I see. Okay, I'm gonna give you like a long explanation that is gonna make sense. Okay, I'm not saying I understand everything, but when I see, because there's certain movies that I look at and they touch me, in a way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, okay, that got me. But when I see somebody write something and they can gravitate to somebody where it can put emotion out of them, then no matter who wrote it or why I don't understand it, just to see that somebody else understands it makes me appreciate it a little bit more. The second thing is the whole series boils down to one thing, and I got it: miscommunication.
Yeah.
If they would have communicated from the start, hey, your dad needs you to pilot this Ava in order to help us. Okay, we're gonna train you. If they would have said that on the route there, we're gonna train you, show you how to work and everything like that.
Well, they're trying to manipulate him.
But when he got in, the shock factor of just getting an Ava from the hop, that's gonna throw me. Even though I can play football, well, back then I'm old now, but back in the day, if you just throw me in the middle of like, hey man, it's like saying, hey, you go play safety, the ball in the middle of the air, stop the play. That's impossible. Mm-hmm. If I'm not there from height, I'm confused.
Yeah, it worked.
But at the same time, the craziness of the whole show still kind of got me like, but I do understand it. And then I feel better that out of the three of us, me being the only one that don't understand anything means more that, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Yeah. But if it had been two, like we lost, and one that's just like, yeah, I'm on it, then
You gotta watch this series like every other year, like I do.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
That was a one.
I do have something for you though, because I watched this. We are doing a series on Baki.
Yeah,
and you can watch all of Baki.
But to explain, like the
have you watched all of My Hero?
I only finished the first season.
Oh no. So this week,
yeah,
go ahead to prep because we are running My Hero next week.
Oh yeah.
So be ready.
I am.
Because what I went through this week, I deserve you to watch My Hero.
To explain in greater detail the ending of 3.0 plus 1.0, like he sends, okay, maybe it wasn't explained that well, but the Asuka in the rebuilds and the Asuka in the original series are completely different characters. They have completely different names.
Asuka.
Yeah, the girl.
That's like a hero right there.
The original, her name is Asuka Langley Soryu. In the rebuilds, her name is Asuka Shikanami Langley.
Which I noticed.
Yeah.
Okay, and why is this? Did she die?
No, she is in the rebuilds. She is part of. I think she's part of the German branch of Nerves, and she is part of a batch of clones.
But she actually speaks German when she's talking to her mom that one time. You remember that? Do you remember that?
She is from Germany.
Okay.
And so she's a bunch of clones. And so, like, when Shinji is sending everybody away from 3.0 plus 1, in the 3.0 plus 1.0, he sends Gendo away because he's able to connect with Gendo about saying, we are the same person. He sends Asuka, like, you see, like, a backstory of Asuka, where the reason she doesn't feel appreciated is because she is part of, like, all these clones that people just use as, like cattle. Like, they're trying to make the perfect, pilot. And so,
but Ray was no different.
So her and Ray are the same person. So why does she hate Ray? Because Ray's off clone.
Yeah. Ray's literally a tool.
Yeah.
Ray does not follow her.
So she don't want to be a clone.
It's not even that. Ray doesn't show emotion.
Yeah, she doesn't really.
Oh no, she don't.
But see, she learned. You got to realize in the last one, when she's in the village, you start to see more of her trying to learn how to be like everybody.
Yeah, that's why the village is the GOAT part of that.
But I also feel like
you'd hate it because there's an hour of no fighting. They're just doing farming.
They're just farming. But I understand
why. The show would have been real bad if I had to watch.
I understand why Ray tried, because like she would ask like, what's a bat or what's a dog? You know, she doesn't know anything. She knows she don't know the bat. She's a clone. Yeah, she knows. The only thing she's good for is pilot.
The Ray in 3.0 is not the Ray from.
It's not the same.
It's not the Ray. She is a different Ray who is growing up in this now cursed world, and she doesn't know everything. So she's all constantly asking things.
But she's not homies.
No, she's no.
She's literally
This is
a whole new
Ray, where the only people she knows are Gendo and Fusky.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if you got homies and you bad.
So there's leads to like one of my favorite.
But you can tell this is a new Ray. She doesn't know shit.
Yeah, where she's like constantly asking, what does thank you mean? What does I love you mean? What is goodbye? And there's a scene I think where she knows she can't stay outside of Nerve HQ for a while, so she puts like all of her clothes and she leaves a note that says, "Thank you, I love you, I miss you, goodbye." And then she always breaks me because it's like all the things she's learned, and she doesn't really know what any of them means, like a context yet. She just puts them all in sequence, and that always breaks me. It is a great scene. I love that scene so much.
She turns into orange juice.
She does turn into orange juice. She explodes orange juice.
You know what you need to do, Dallas? You need to watch Evangelion live. Just stream it. Live on Facebook.
Yeah.
There's no.
I'll watch it on a place where you get viewers.
No, I'm not gonna record. Twitch. Watch it on Twitch. Watch it live.
To explain the end of 3.0, so she sent
Asuka.
And then he gets to Kaoru, and you see this at the end of 1.0. Kaoru awakens on the moon, and there are 50 open coffins to his right and 50 closed coffins to his left. And he says, "I will make you happy this time." And that's when you realize this all happened. Like when Kaoru died in the original series, he woke up again on the moon in this new continuity. And he is constantly being dying and reborn, trying to give Shinji a happy ending. He's like constantly waking. So when he died, no, Kaoru, who is the last angel in the original series. He has
Was he number 5?
He is
the white haired dude.
Yeah. he's always trying to make Shinji happy. So like when he dies in the original series, he wakes up on the moon.
I thought he was,
I mean, he is.
I mean, yeah. But if you notice that
like
when
he
was
gay.
Okay.
When he was piloting, they were doing the dual piloting of the AV unit. How if you watch, he takes the choker off of Shinji and puts it on him.
Yeah,
because he was like, it was because he was like, something doesn't feel right here.
Yeah, he's like, this doesn't make sense.
He was like, I think I was the
because he's realizing this has happened before. This has happened 50 times before, and it's only like kind of worked once, which is the original series, and then he died in the original series, and he wakes up again in this new film, and there's 50 copies. So this is all of what's happened has happened 50 times already.
Mm-hmm. This man put too much thought in this movie.
So, and then
Shinji gets traumatized watching him die.
Yeah, and then
also Shinji.
What?
He like dudes chase?
No.
He just wants to.
He wants to. It's not that too.
Yeah.
But he only goes along with the whole piloting because he's.
Nah, they stuck the bags on the scene with my own two eyes. One is like, hey man, you gonna go? The little blonde haired dude was like, hey, so we gonna go over here and chill out. And was like, yeah, you just gonna sleep in your room or sleep with you or.
Yeah, but they were
to take a shower.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that when they took a shower? He went in the bathroom with him.
Oh yeah. Well, they're like in the sauna.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, that was like what?
Yeah, but his entire goal is to make.
I didn't know he liked you like that.
Yeah, and you even seen a scene there is a in the original series.
It's too much thought.
Where Shinji meets Kaoru, he meets him at the lake, but that lake scene is not in any of the rebuilds. And at the end of 3.0 plus 1.0, Shinji's like, I've seen you here before. So he's like kind of aware in like this anti-universe that this has happened before in the original series.
How do you write a movie that's a cartoon and put any type of love scene in it, kissing scene? That's why I like Dragon Ball Z. It's all kill, blast, destroy. I wouldn't even have time to think about.
Yeah, but I mean, Dragon Ball Z, I mean, when you think about it, it's nothing but martial arts.
Episode 2
compared to
episode 2 of Dragon Ball is like Bulma showing Goku her panty or like her panties, and then he just slaps her private parts while she's sleeping in bed. That is original Dragon Ball. That is in Dragon Ball.
I can't believe that you remember that.
What do you mean? That's like
that's like moment. Yeah, that's like episode. That's like episode 2.
You'll even see clips like that on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah. Like, it's like when she doesn't know when she literally was like, she's like, I'll show you. She tries to flash him for the Dragon Balls, and he was like, I don't want that. Like he says something.
I don't want your nasty ass fanny.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he says.
But yeah, so we know that Kaoru has done this 50 times, and he just wants a universe where Shinji can be happy. And he's like, and then he has this moment, and this is like, I don't know if this happens for real or not, because it feels like an alternate, like a previous thing, like in the past 50 timelines, where he's talking with Kaji. And Kaji says, you don't want Shinji to be happy. You want him to be happy so that you can be happy. And so that's like clips of he derives his happiness from Shinji's happiness. And so knowing that Shinji is going to make the perfect world, Kaoru can just like go off and like do his own thing. And then he talks to Rei and he's like, I know what is causing all this pain. It is Evangelions and his angels. I'm going to create a new world, a neon Genesis without Evangelions. And then in the background, there's like a projector and it's flashing all the episodes from the original series and the rebuilds. So all of that has already happened. So the rebuilds are not a remake. They are a sequel. They happen after.
This is too much stuff.
And so he rebuilds the entire world by sacrificing all the Evangelions. And he's about to sacrifice himself. And then Yui, his mom and his dad, they sacrifice themselves and they destroy like the spear of Cassius, which is what Misato sacrifices herself to make, goes through all of the Evangelions and kills all of them. And then Mari, who is you probably only saw Mari for like 5 minutes, but she's super important. she also sacrifices all of the rest of the Evangelions and to create a perfect world. There's no Evangelions, and then she's the new girl. She's like has the glasses. Yeah.
When I kept calling him a doggy.
A doggy.
Wait, she died?
No, she doesn't die.
Oh, that's the only perfect.
He destroys all the Evangelions to create a perfect world, and like you see in the beach scene.
First of all, where the fuck did she come from?
Well, I'll explain it.
Because she just appeared out of nowhere. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Here's some backstory.
Shinji creates a world without Evangelions and without angels, which is our world. Everything in that scene, that is the train station that Anno, the creator, would use to like go to school when he was a kid. That is his hometown. And in that scene, in the Japanese, have you seen Your Name? Have you watched Your Name by Makoto Shinkai? It is a really popular Japanese anime movie from like 2019. It's like a romance movie.
No,
it was super popular.
No,
in that scene specifically, in the real world, Shinji and Mari are voiced by the two main characters from Your Name. They are not voiced by their normal characters. So it is a completely new world, and everybody is reborn in Ube, Japan, in the real world where there's no angels and there's no Evangelion. And Mari comes up behind him. He's like, who is it? And he's like, oh, the girl with glasses and big boobs. So they're like, they know each other right now. And she takes off the DSS choker, which is like the last link to the old world, and she grabs him. And the reason is her specifically is because she is the least connected to the original series. She is completely new. Shinji has created a world where he wants to sever, like, even though the old character's still there, he's cutting ties, like, emotionally with all the characters from the original series to like start over. So yeah, it's really cool.
I'm getting hungry.
I just want to say
it was like it's. I mean, I understood after like because I felt like I understood the movies better than the TV series because I felt like there was a lot. I felt like it was more tuned in watching
the TV series
1 and 2.2 compared to watching 26 episodes of 1.1 and 2.2.
The TV series is confusing because, especially episodes 25 and 26, they happen in Shinji's head while End of Evangelion is happening.
Which is why it threw me the hell off until I watched
because like in
3.3 and then the final installment.
Yeah, because like in episode 26, you see Misato's dead body on the ground from End of Evangelion, and you're like, what is that? And that's like a brief glimpse of what's actually happening.
I'm about to say, didn't she get blown up?
So
yeah,
I thought she got blown up.
But that's what I was trying to figure out. She made a disappearance in 3.3.
I will say this.
Well, it's because 3.3 is 3.3 is like a offshoot.
What was the whole point of having Kaji assassinated, then turn around and make him sacrifice himself? And then Misato pretty much sacrificed herself to save Shinji, just to turn around and sacrifice herself, trying to kill an agent.
The events of End of Evangelion don't happen in the rebuilds. It cuts off. It only covers episode 20 and then cuts off in a different direction. So, like the assassination of Kaji and Misato blowing herself up, that doesn't happen. Like it branches off.
Then she never did it.
Yeah, I felt like this one time in my life, back in like 2000, there was a movie came out called AI.
Oh, with Will Smith.
No, that's not the movie. This is AI. And my brother told me and my wife, he was, man, you got to watch this movie, man. It's the deepest movie ever. And about 30 minutes in, but actually like 15 minutes in, I'm like, man, wait a minute.
That's not the follow wrong.
No.
This man got me watching. Me and my wife was.
I think you're thinking of Bicentennial Man.
AI is, I guess, this couple loses their kid.
Oh, shit. I know what you're talking about.
That Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
We completely turned the movie off. Like, I've never watched the whole movie because from the hop, I'm like, nah.
Sometimes you shouldn't watch things to be entertained. You should watch it because they are enriching.
No, I don't want to be enriched.
Oh, that shit was back in 2001.
Yeah, but way back in the day, I bought it. Yo, it's deep, bro.
I can't
think. Man, I watched that movie for like 15 minutes.
I can't think about that. Did you see what happened to the World Trade Center?
What happened?
Dude, check the news.
No.
Yeah, no, don't. Doesn't matter what channel.
Ain't never curious. Why are you joking, man? You for real?
Yeah. Check the news. What happened to World Trade Center?
In 9/11?
Yeah. Because You didn't get the bit that he said this was during 2001.
Oh, yeah. I didn't look at
Crackhead.
They're like, yeah. I thought you talking about right now. I'm like, I hope that they.
So check in on the next episode where we rewatch it. Rewatch all of Evangelion, and then we'll probably get it next time.
Who the hell is watching now?
I don't know, but
I know I was.
If that's not watching, period. You love that shit. I hated 26 episodes when I read the shit. I should have just watched 4 fucking movies.
Well, that's because it's not, the rebuilds aren't a remake.
I ain't trying to hate what you guys said. I should have just watched 4 movies. 26 episodes of child abuse and being told what to do and getting slapped by artificial. It's too big.
I would have just let you tell me what went on.
We can play the Smash Brothers Evangelion clone on N64.
There's this Evangelion.
I can't believe that there's so many people who are up in arms about it. It really makes me feel like I'm the one out of place. Because I really don't get none of it.
I mean,
I just felt like the movie it should have been a movie instead of a TV series.
It's really big. Obviously, it took 3.0 plus 1.0 took 9 years. I remember in high school, we were all waiting for. At that point, it was we only knew it as
we. I don't remember.
Me and my buddies in high school.
I wasn't waiting for shit in high school when it came to Evangelion.
And we only knew it as like Shin Evangelion 4.0. We were waiting like 9 years. It was like 2019, and they showed off the first 10 minutes of that, which is that fight scene where they're at Euronerve in France. And they played the first 10 minutes at like this Paris anime thing. Like they showed like, the first 10 minutes take place in France, and they're playing at this Paris anime thing. And
that's probably pretty hype though.
It was incredible because it was like the first like new stuff.
Is that just like One Punch Man for so long?
Yeah, first like
One Punch Man is
really bad.
You know what? I'm gonna let it finish, and then I'm gonna watch it because it ain't on my list of things that I have to watch every time it drops.
It was the first new Evangelion kind of 9 years. People were saying it was only like screen recorded, so we didn't even like have like the real feed because it was at, like at a panel at like Paris Anime Expo 2019, and I remember being in like history class, and my buddy said the first 10 minutes, and we just all like hung around that phone watching it. It was hype.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Terrible. Well, next week we're gonna talk about My Hero. I cannot wait because that is on a different level right now, and I hope you catch up because this week you're gonna see some juice. Now you're gonna learn some juice because My Hero just took the lead for my best anime.